Hey there, Magic One. Just before we get into your tarot reading, I wanted to jump in super quick, I promise, just with a few announcements for you. Should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself, you can do so at any time by either clicking the link to my website down below or visiting wildlotustarot.com. I do have a new little offering which I think is kind of cute. It's actually the most affordable way to get guidance from me, and in that reading I draw you a single tarot card from the beautiful Star Child Tarot and write you a handwritten letter about my interpretation of that card for you, and I post it to your letterbox. You can now show your support by becoming a member of my channel. If you head to my channel page and click the join button, there's a video there where I describe in detail what I'm offering for my two different levels of membership. Don't forget, the doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. You can sign up at any time and receive lifetime access to all of the learning materials, videos, online learning modules, practices, and in that course I am teaching my signature process to learn how to read tarot, not just from the head but from the heart, and go beyond the traditional card meanings, and how to put it all together and thread it into a story as well. So that's available at any time. I'll also link that down below for you. You can find me on Instagram if you'd like to stay connected and hear a little bit more about me. You can find the link down below, or you can find me at wild_lotus_tarot. I would love to have you over there with me as well. Till next time, sending you so much love and magic. Let's get on with your reading. Welcome to your tarot reading from May 30th through to June the 5th. Let's see what may be on the cards for you for the week. I've got the 9 card block, 3 recent past, 3 focus energy. I have 3 future outcome, a selection of oracles, a lead tarot energy, and I've turned over the bottom of the deck for you. So forward movement this week. Look at all these characters looking forward. Apart from this one here, we'll get to that. It feels like you are moving on, you are moving forward, you are making progress, okay? And yeah, it feels like there is someone or something new coming in for you. So we'll get to that. I'll start over here, Cancer, with the oracles. The first one out is ambush fear with your ferocious dream. For me, this means this is no time to settle for second best or for mediocrity. This is a time to go for what you really want here. And yeah, there might be fears or limitations or self-limiting beliefs and old stories and scripts that arise, but we actually need to get out of our own way, right? And really tune into what the heart and the soul wants. I've got success and transformation. Maybe you are transforming. Maybe you are shedding an old skin. Maybe your life is transforming in some way, and it all starts this week. I've got a new romantic cycle begins, and this is the card of Libra. Queen of Swords is Libra. I'm not limiting this to love. This is a general reading, but for many of you it will be. But we can fall in love with many different things. We can fall in love with a hobby. We can fall in love with the work we're doing. We can fall in love with place. It feels like you are, starting a new cycle where you are more emotionally happy, more emotionally settled, where your heart feels like it is receiving what it wants. Yeah, I know we have the 3 of Swords here, but often when a new cycle starts, of course, there can be the completion of the old. Doesn't mean to say you leave exactly, one thing for the other in terms of leave one relationship, start another, leave one job, or leave another. But there is always a cycle in your life to end. For example, if someone came in for love, we end the cycle of being single, which holds a different level of freedom and only self-accountability. So there can be some grieving for the chapter that is closing, but we're also very excited about what is opening. So many different ways to look at that. Okay, well, we'll get to that. We'll get back to it. Page of Cups is the lead tarot energy, and this is an energy for me of the unexpected, synchronicity, surprise, and I feel like it is the offer, the emotional messenger of whatever this is that really lights up your heart. Knight of Cups is at the end of the reading as well. And it feels like this is someone completely new coming, okay? It's not a resurrection of a situation that you've already been in. It's not a new chapter within your current situation. It is a new one, okay? So the Page of Cups can kind of come out of the blue, and generally this is someone or something that is quite different from either what you thought you were seeking, or, you know, it challenges you in some ways. Like, for example, this could be someone who's different from your normal type. They may be younger or present as younger in their energy, quirky, eclectic. That's the Page of Cups energy. If this is in work career for you, this could be something that you just hadn't considered that feels a little less traditional. Maybe working for a startup, something creative, or just very, it has an unusual element, but it feels like a good thing. It feels like a good fit for you. Okay, so let's go over the signs that we have here. We have strong Libra energy. I have Aquarius with the King of Swords. I have Gemini with the Knight of Swords, and I have Pisces with the Knight of Cups. You may or may not be dealing with one of those signs. You know, with the Swords energy, that it is such a dominant suit here. This is about movement, decision making, using the logic, communication, and also just being carried on the wind to the new here this week, Cancer. So let's jump in. I've got 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Okay, I feel that you are at a crossroads anyway in your life. So if you're in a current job or relationship, it feels like there was most definitely a joyful chapter there, and you invested in it, you reaped the rewards. Maybe it's just kind of had its heyday, it's had its summer, it's had its peak energy, and it feels like now you're kind of at the crossroads where it's like, well, do I continue to invest in this or not? So in a way, you actually reaching that point within yourself could have actually been, sending that signal out there to the universe that, hey, maybe bring me something else, and that will help me decide. So you might have actually called in this new opportunity or person, I'll say, without knowing it, because we can manifest, from that place when we're not extremely aware of it sometimes. So that's what I'm feeling, and I feel that this Page of Cups has come in, or will be coming in, and it's going to leave you with that all-important decision, okay? It is also going to maybe bring up those, fears, 4 of Pentacles. And I'm not saying you're a fearful person. I think somebody said that in the comments when I say these things. But these cards have those messages, so I'm going to say them. And I think it's would be quite unnatural for somebody to be in this position and not to have fears arise. So it says we need to ambush that with our ferocious dream. So think about where you want to be in 1 year's time or 5 years' time, Cancer, and think, does your situation that you're in currently, do you see it taking you there? That can be a good logic to apply. And if not, there's success in transformation. There's a success in choosing something new. And with the 4 of Pentacles, sometimes we need to step out of our comfort zone. Sometimes we need to let go of the safety and security of where we're at and take a little bit of a risk on something different. Page of Cups, right? Some kind of different energy. Now, I feel like this is a really big decision for you, because we have the 3 of Swords, which is a potential hurtful situation or a severing of ties. A kind of heartbreak energy. It can be all the way from a little bit of disappointment through to that broken heart energy, and there'll be levels for all of you depending on what the situation is. But with the Queen of Swords linking to Libra, and Libra is the justice energy in the major arcana, it feels like something had to change or give in your situation anyway. And it was really the kind of the tipping point. This is the crossroads, right? So we've got the Queen and King of Swords here, but they're at a distance from each other. So if this is in relationship, I feel like there's been a growing apart. There's been like emotional distance between you as well. Maybe it's kind of gone cold in that way. If this is work career for you, you might feel that it's kind of, you know, you've gone cold on it, or it's become all about, you know, head energy, and there's no heart energy here anymore. There's no emotional satisfaction. So you're left with King of Swords at the center of the reading, which is the decision. And it really is about taking a step back, seeing the big picture, thinking about where you want your life to go, and making a decision based on what is in alignment with that vision, what will take you there, what will help you transform your life in that way. So that's the King of Swords would take a very rational viewpoint from that. Now, the King of Swords being Aquarian energy, going back to the Page of Cups here, the King of Swords would be very drawn to moving towards the quirky, the inventive, the different. So I feel like there feels like the success and the transformation is you moving towards that, because I feel that you have that energy within you, Cancer, that maybe you haven't explored in your other situation. Your previous situation feels more of the traditional, and I think this is an opportunity for you to do things differently and explore, you know, your individuality within the situation. So maybe that is why it's come in. That's the life lesson for you here. So we've got the Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. Yeah, so it feels like maybe that is your breakthrough. And with this and the Six of Wands, we've got two indicators of victory through moving forward, taking the action, maybe communicating to those that you need to this week, because I always say that our words are the spells that we cast, because as soon as you say yes to this, yes to this king energy, you know, you may need to say no to somebody else, and then it's real, right? And then we are, you know, moving forward, and the wheels are in motion for this change. Now, the Knight of Swords here I'm seeing as two things. There could be, you know, you could be dealing with two knights here, right? And these could be current partner, new person coming in. This could be new boss, manager, mentor, employer, a previous one or current one. There might be some pushback, there might be some harsh words and that sort of thing, but you know, that is with them. That's their energy, not yours. So just keep that in mind. But the Knight of Swords outside of that meaning can be fast forward movement, fast progress. And I feel like this has the ability to move forward should you choose that. Knight of Cups, you know, links, that is the page, the energy, the offer. And it feels like it is an authentic offer that you can trust, that's going to lead to some kind of victory and some kind of new beginning for you. And, you know, it could be with that Aquarius. I see the King's Crown. Even though it has this feeling of like younger energy around it, I don't feel immaturity. I feel king energy, right? Maturity. This person knows where they're going, where they're headed. Let's get another one for the outcome. Oh, yeah, the universe, the world. That's the last major arcana that comes after the final judgment, and it indicates the beginning of a new karmic cycle, an expansion of your consciousness, soul lessons being learned, and you stepping vulnerably into your next chapter and your next cycle. So Cancer, that's what I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, and it will resonate for those it's meant for. But do drop me a comment if you're called to share. I read them all. Try to connect with you all over there as well. Hit subscribe if you don't mind. That is the single most important thing you can do to keep the readings coming, as is when you engage with the content by liking, sharing and commenting. That is the energy exchange between us, and I'd be very grateful for that. And in further exchange, I will see you back here same time, same place for another weekly reading next week. Bye for now.